Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Productive play on first down. He wants to throw. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Tough, hard-fought game the last time these two met, with Iowa taking a close one.
Yeah, and Iowa making the plays when they needed to make the plays. And listen, I just like watching these two squads, Palmer, because they're very similar. Their DNA is similar. How they build team is similar. Their offenses usually struggle similarly. So it was a nice win a year ago for the Hawkeyes.
And because of that win, David, I think both these teams, they spent a lot of time in ice tubs after the game. The difference is that Iowa did it with a smile on their face, and they're hoping to do that again. They better load those tubs up with ice, because you know this game is going to be physical.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going for it all. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Slips through the line, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Van Dyke. He'll try to do it himself. And that's a live ball. Oh, it looks like the offense was able to recover it. The Badgers headed quickly to the line. He leaves it with his back. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Using the quick game. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Number 86 with the catch and score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. They're lining up to boot it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Right back to the well. Keeps the legs moving. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over USC. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now on second down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Van Dyke. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
He'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the Badgers will move the sticks with the first down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
At it to open the quarter with this first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's White. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass. It's Van Dyke. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Acker. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Badgers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line. It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. Back to throw. It's Sullivan. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Here's the handoff. Hard running there. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now the play fake. Quickly complete.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. To the end zone and is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Leaves it with the back. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
and those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Zings it complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. One of the things that makes college football unique, the cool trophy. 72-pound brass bowl here, guys.
72-pound brass bull. I'm not sure how they thought of that, but it's kind of cool looking. Bulls are kind of tough. I guess everybody, when you have a good rivalry, Palmer, I guess you need a good trophy to go with.
Yeah, and I think one of the cool things about the Big Ten is you got all these trophy games, and now we're adding new ones to the mix. I'm all for it, man. Big brass bowl on a stand. Good news is both of these teams, Wisconsin and Iowa, they've got a lot of big linemen that can carry that 70-plus pound trophy back to the trophy stand if they win.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Dropping back, it's Van Dyke. He looks that one in nicely. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks. And you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
That's a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he could not get loose on the run. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Badgers will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments. return at the 22.
First and 10.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to map.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Badger. How about that D coming up with a play like that? They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to ULM. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Power football with the run. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Sullivan. Unloads it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Sullivan. They're bringing heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And he just got the on-Wisconsin call and went on into the backfield to pick up the sack.
Yeah, jumping around on quarterbacks in the backfield. Really good job getting upfield, playing aggressive, playing like their hair's on fire. Wisconsin linebackers do that year after year.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And he missed it. No good. Hoping that a field goal could give you a little bolt of energy, but instead you look up and the scoreboard still says you're down by 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Hand off from the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 45. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
To the air, it's Van Dyke. He lofts one down the sideline. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive and trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on a lot of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Van Dyke. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And the Badgers will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. On second down, he'll let it fly. Right down the middle. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Dropping back, it's Sullivan. Looking to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Malusi. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Returner is off out of bounds.
ball back on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The give to the back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it-runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. But a flag is down on the field, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He's got it on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific. Let's take a look at what's going on. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to ULM. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an
open runway ahead. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
To the air, it's Sullivan. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the yards with their football? A little ballet moment there. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. The play action fake. He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's gotten the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And the Hawkeyes will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Back to pass, it's Sullivan. Pressure coming. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Trying to get back in this game with that last score. It's a 13-point game as they're set to kick off. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Badgers send out the punt unit. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. What a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Feeling some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on...
Throws toward the end zone. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive.
A shot toward the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much.